Okay, folks, it says I'm live. Might have been just chit-chatting to myself there. That's okay. What I'm going to do is quickly mess around here. Am I late to the stream? Couple minutes. Please apologize for that. I hope I'm in the right place here. Yeah, La Vuelta, Alto de Groba. This is stage 10, MuckersWorldwide Championship Series. It's the big Thursday race. This is where it all goes down, folks. Hopefully some people can get into the stream here soon. I did schedule this to start 10 minutes before, just so I can have a good look around. Let's move me over a little bit here. We can take a look at the map. So OBS, it's fantastic for this. I can show so much stuff. Want to see what's going on in the background here. You know, just some stuff behind me. There's that stupid closet which was throwing off that thing. I just got one of my jerseys draped over the top of it. I think that's my long sleeve, which I don't wear that much. And here's where the action happens, folks, right here. This is my cyclocross bike. Trust me, I didn't buy it for the color. I just knew at the time, this kind of before gravel took off, like really took off, where everyone had to have a gravel bike. I wanted to ride some gravel around here. There's so much gravel. And at the time, it was like, hey, just grab a cyclocross bike. So this thing was dirt cheap. Like new old stock type thing. I picked it up south of Calgary in a little town called Okotoks. Took me forever to find the bike shop. Yeah, does the job. It's mechanical, 105. It's aluminum. Doesn't have to be light in here, right? So I keep telling people, if you ever see this video on a whim, a random chance you bump into my channel here, and you got a budget, you want to get in shape, you've been out of shape for so long, starting to get sick and tired of looking at yourself in the mirror, got a bit of a budget, put your budget into your trainer. Trainer. You don't need a killer bike on it. You can go to the garage and get a 15-year-old mountain bike. That's going to work. That will work. More than anything, you need your trainer to be... So let's say you got, I don't know, $1,200. That's your budget. That's your yearly fitness budget. I don't think that's a lot for health, physical and mental health. You got a $1,200 budget? Go spend $900 on a trainer and $300 on a bike. In fact, you'll probably find a bike laying around. Your brother's got one, your dad's got one, your mom, your sister, your cousin, that's just laying around, and you can just throw it on there. I know lots of people that do use mountain bikes or a hybrid city bike. Anyway, folks, let me just check here, see if we got stuff going. I was messing around a lot this morning. Perfect. We got someone here. Reno is in the house. Hey, Reno, let me know what the sound levels are like. I had this video scheduled to run. Neil, he's in the house. Neil, why are you nervous? What can you be nervous for? Let's do this. Hey, riders, last night I did my homework. And as you can see here, you might be able to see it. I'm on the Muckers Worldwide website page where all the juicy, delicious stats are for the Muckers Worldwide series. Hopefully you can see. Well, you won't be able to see it on camera. It's too bright. But Neil, I read through everything last night. Really cool to see some of the stuff. You know what boggles my mind, though? Where's Gil Matteo? Where is that guy? You know how many times I said his name last spring? I better make sure the race is not going off yet. Doesn't look like it. Let's just turn the map mode off. Get right in here. We still got 4.5 minutes. Gil Matteo, what happened to that guy? So right now, Neil, I'm looking at your section here, top 55 after the August Championship, including the last 4 months. Really cool to look at this here. Like you can see, Stefan Schmidt is right at the top. August, he scores 49 points in the World Championship Series. Remember, folks, you want to be in the top 50. That's where you get your World Championships points. If you're outside of it, I think you're out of luck. So Stefan last month, as far as I remember, I don't have the monthly showing right now. I have like the summary. Stefan finished second overall to our good friend Shunik. So Stefan got 49 points for last month, meaning Shunik should have gotten 50. Let's take a little boo. So we're going to move down a little bit here. I've already found him earlier. And way back here in 22nd place is Shunik. And for the month of August, I know he won the August Championship month. He got 50 points. So he's working his way up the board. I think Shunik's only been involved in the last 4 months. So in the first month, he only got 8 points. And I'm going to say just how well I know him now, that was because he only attended like one race or something. So remember, folks, you need to be at all the races. A lot of this is consistency. You can't just show up for one race, smash it out of the park, win, getting your flowers, your champagne, you're spraying it everywhere, and then not come back. You're not going to win the championship series that way. You can't be a one and done. That is not going to happen. Neil talks about this here, where they're at the point now where no one can show up, win one race, and get into the top 50 now. So it's at a certain point where that can't happen. Mathematically, it's not possible. But this is really cool. Like, if you look at Neil's stuff here too, you can see, I always forget I got touchscreen on this, how people are moving up and down in the standings. So let's just quickly go over it. I still got 2.5 minutes. Stefan Schmidt first, L. Rowland second. These two are like, they're right on each other every race. Carol Susick third, Mike Hagan fourth, Bear Remy fifth, M4 Morton, Niels Brunham. Niels had a little off race last week, I believe it was. He's very sore. Hopefully he comes back strong today. Pretty big impact with pedestrian, I believe, and the pavement. So still may not be feeling well. Ratim, Squalo Del LP, Grosjean, Don Mateo, Andy up. So glad Andy's here. I can see here where Andy was off for 2 months. See this here, folks? So I believe this is August. I probably sound really dumb right now. May, June, July, August. I think that's how it goes. So Andy missed these 2 months here. A lot of that's riding outside. Maybe your trainer broke down. That could be a possibility too. We're not sure at this moment. I'm expecting a huge turnout. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to pull up the Ruby page right now. Oh, look what we're looking at, folks. You may not be able to see this online. I'm going to see if you can. I got 1 minute and 20 seconds to actually see this. Yeah, you guys can't see it. There's too much glare. But this is my first ever event that I created for Ruby. Thank you, Neil, for putting out the suggestion to me, encouraging me to do this. It's called Inside Cycling with Colin. Chill, join the live chat. Get in the stream, riders. Get in the stream. Let's have some fun chats. Let's interact. We don't have to smash ourselves to oblivion. That's today. What I want to do quickly here too, if I can make it in time, events, 44 seconds to go, folks. Nope, that's not true. We may be live. Oh, very close. We're only 6 seconds off here, folks. That's really cool. So if I go into events now, this event should be showing live. I'm trying to get the latest and greatest update on this event. Ooh, where is it? Right here, folks. It says 118 people registered for this, guys. 118. Wow. So that's like as of 15 seconds before the race. Pretty impressive. Muckers, you guys dominate that. Like, so good. Neil, Kyle, great job. My job is to provide some commentary, some color. Let's get into it, folks. Boom time. A bang bang. Here we go. So what have we done today, folks? I did a fun little group ride this morning. You know, the Tuesday, Thursday group ride led by Nobby Styles on Tuesday. Hey, quick shout out. Nobby Styles, currently in North America. He's on the East Coast. Met up with Jills. Met up with Jeff LaBombard. I think that was the crew. There's 3 of them out riding together. And I think over the next week, apparently Nobby's been stocking up on beer. I think he is a man of a certain taste of Stella Artois, I believe. And they're meeting up with Chad Ritchie. So that's really cool. So cool to do the in real lives. The only one I've ever done is I met up with Anthony for a great supper at the airport. He's in town for work. Must be fantastic to be employed. This is my job right here, folks. And I barely call this a job. This is so much fun for me. Let's just flip the map on, folks. See where, ooh, it looks like we're riding right along the coastline. Hopefully we don't have any too strong crosswinds coming in and maybe blowing the field apart. Could you imagine if that was part of this? Could you imagine? I'm kind of interested in that. I'm just going to put that out there. Would anyone be interested if there was like maybe a wind factor in it so that they could implement it maybe in, I said that kind of funny, implement it in certain races. You know, let's say you are riding in Belgium. They could factor in some crosswinds, you know, that would kick in at a certain point. that would reduce your wattage by a certain amount. I think that'd be really cool. Maybe almost that we'd know where it was coming, just like they do at the Tour or any stage race. Here, let's get to the front, folks. Just missing out a lot of stuff here. Kind of a cool idea. I don't think it would be that hard to do either. So let's get to the front. So out of those 118, who knows how many showed up? Generally, we're getting about 3/4 of those. Here's the man, his avatar. We don't know what it is. I think I like his hair, though. I kind of like the hair that's up. Not Tadej Pogacar style. He's just got helmet head, folks. Doesn't really have good hair. I definitely need a haircut. But anyways, enough of that. So Tisa's got the nice hairstyle going on there in his helmet. Grosjean's at the front. Silly Sill. Smart riding today, Silly. Hanging out at the front with the hitters. Get in the draft. It's kind of a nice downhill start. Then we start climbing, folks. Up the Alto de Groba. Stage 10, La Vuelta 2024. Today we're going to do about 35 kilometers. We're going to climb 765 meters. That's probably 2,300 feet of climbing. And, you know, a good chunk of it's going to be right off the rip. Then there'll be some good time for recovery coming downhill with some false flatty segments. This is going to be really fast here. And then we've got this last little dig of an effort at the end. There is one little last kick point. So if there's any groups still stuck together at the end, this last little bump where my mouse pointer is on the bottom of the screen, that might be the zone. Just going to jump into the chat here quickly. Wow, people are here. Okay, Reno, I'm not sure who you are. Reno, let me know if you're new. Do I actually know you on Ruvi, or is this a whole brand new experience for you? Let us know, because you see people in the chat here. They're all using Ruvi. Kyle's going to be sitting here. So Kyle is the other member of MuckersWorldwide, the official, the two-man powerhouse team. Kyle and Neil. Kyle pulled his back earlier in the week, so he's taking it easy. Okay, Kyle, we're going to definitely hang out with you, though. We travel with everyone on routes. Manuel's here. Says, hey, Colin, nice to see you. Yeah, dude, I'm doing the same thing back, man. Same thing back. Penelope. Yeah, I know Penelope. Hey, Penelope, I see you got a special symbol beside your name. I appreciate that. I'm not sure, but I think that means you're a member of the channel now, of an official member. If you are, thank you so much. Thank you, Penelope. I keep telling people I sincerely appreciate all the support. It's what keeps the channel alive. I mean, if I wasn't getting positive feedback from people that I respect, people that are my peers, people that are just fun and friendly with me, I wouldn't do this. I do this because you guys like it. And I love doing it. So anyways, let's just move on from that. Penelope says the same thing too. I've been thinking about that. Wind resistance. It wouldn't be that hard to implement. Yeah, so what I'd be thinking, Penelope, is more like, I guess they could do wind resistance, other ones do, but like you'll see certain stages where like, this could be the day for the echelons, the crosswinds, where you'll see 200 rider strong group just blown to pieces. And no matter what the dudes are doing, and they're all strung out across the road in echelons like this, no matter what they do, they cannot bridge back across. And those front echelons are doing everything to make their lives miserable. You could put that in a race pretty easy, like at kilometer 28 or whatever, there's going to be a crosswind coming in. Everyone's power is going to be reduced slightly. I don't think that would be that hard to do. Be a cool twist. Maybe they could trial it out. Whatever. Hey, Ruby, run with my idea. You're welcome. So let's check out Reno here. Brand new to Ruby. Okay, so Reno, you haven't been on Ruby. Dude, have you signed up yet? Before you do, exactly, Ruben's already ahead of me here. I'm reading ahead too. Reno, I've got a 1-month free code on my channel, this channel. It's somewhere in the blurb at the top there. I'm barely watching the race, by the way, right now. And it's Colin 1M. Use that, get a free month instead of 1 week. Bang, there you go, buddy. So thanks, Ruben, for throwing that in there too. Yeah. Thank you, Penelope. Well, yeah, I can see it now. Okay, this makes sense. This is what this means. Penelope, when I saw that beside your name, I'm like, I don't know what that means. But Ruben, I got to say to Rubu, super strong cyclist, always pushes me to go hard. Yeah, so Reno, if you got that, use Colin 1M when you sign up. So Colin's all in capitals, 1M. It's up there. Oh God. Sometimes my brain is just dead. How about I do this for you? I always forget I can do this here. There. That's the code you want to use. Get a free month. Use it to pieces. You're not restricted from doing anything. I'm going to get back into the race here, guys. I'm missing stuff. I've been really letting this go. So they're already on the climb here. Carlo Calcagni's here, folks. We know Carlo's got a machine that's a little bit wacky tobacco. We're not sure. So he's probably going to ride away from most of them. There are some super strong hitters that are probably stronger. I think his machine's out by 10-12%, so that's a lot. When, if you're riding 400 watts, he's probably legitimate, that kind of rider. But all of a sudden, 400 becomes 440. Not so much anymore. Look at these deadly hills here. This video right now, look at this dude. He's out doing some landscaping. This road surface looks horrendous to me. I would hate to be on this road. It just looks miserable. You can just see how much you'd be vibrating up this road. Really good with the video here. I like this a lot. It's really giving me a sense that we're climbing. Some videos don't do that. This one's doing it really well. I absolutely downloaded this video in the best resolution I could, so I hope that's coming across to you guys. We got Carlo Cagni, and then we got the real hitters coming up behind them. Bear Remy, superstar, has a really nice kick, really nice sprint. I think this is, the Norwegian. He's a youngster compared to a lot of us. And his brother, Batiscum, is lurking somewhere, I hope. I just haven't seen him yet. Tice is right there. Shunnick, always root for this guy. So Shunnick won the August month-long round of the Muckers Championship Series. So he got 50 points just for that 1 month. Shunnick could rise right to the top. I mean, is it mathematically possible for Shunnick to win now? I could probably figure that out quick. We got September, October, November, December. That's 200 points right there. He'd be right at the top. And Neil's, go check out MuckersWorldwide.com. Do yourself a favor. There's lots of cool blogs in there. In fact, one of Neil's latest is all about chamois cream. If you don't know what chamois cream is, you may not want to know. Just kidding. Some of us use chamois cream. I've used it in the past. It's just to basically stop, some of the worst stuff that's ever happened in your life. Saddle sores. And they're no joke, really. I mean, professional riders have dropped out of stage races at the Tour de France because of their saddle sores. Just so painful. Big name here back, folks. I have not seen Erlen forever. Joining Team Norway, they're going to be putting a lot of heat on at the front today, folks. Everyone is in their own little pain cave here, wearing masks of pain. I see a lot of beautiful bronze legs, though. I'm going to pull all these out of the locker, out of the vault. It's all coming out of the vault, folks. We're bringing it all back. Let's make the old stuff new again. I love it. So Erlen Sundstrom, I haven't seen this rider for quite a while. I don't want to say last spring because I think they popped in and out. But here is a good question to any of the muckers if you're watching on the sidelines, if you're capable of typing at this moment, climbing the 7% grade. What happened to Gil Matteo? Where is he? In fact, when's Tuden coming back? I mean, are they riding outside to the bitter end? L. Rollins here as well. So it looks like right now we got a group of 8. Boogie is just falling off. He's got them. He's like, Boogie, dig deep now, man. Dig deep now. If you lose them now, you're never getting back on. I saw this happen through the week. It was one of the nittier races. Small groups. It was a prologue stage. Clyde 235. Hey, Clyde. Cool dude, man. I love chatting with you. Clyde's name on the Discord is Hillbilly. He's always one of the last people I'm talking to in the day. He's somewhere in North America. I don't actually know where. Think out west. And there was a break, and Clyde wasn't in it. And remember, this is a 4.5 kilometer long prologue, all out, smash yourself to pieces type race. Clyde went for it, bridged back on. Like, he had to go. It's like one of those things where it's now or never. I find myself in those situations too. It's like, if I don't go now, I'm never getting back on. But it's that mental game of, well, if I go now and I blow up, I know, but you're never going to get back on. Look at the group up ahead. This is so awesome to watch. These two, Carol Susik and Boogie here, just watching this group of 8 ahead of them. The dogs are being noisy. When they hear me get animated like this, they think something's going down. Let's have a quick look at the map, see how much we're climbing. Check out the climbing, folks. Everyone completely blown to pieces. This is how this happens. Now, jumping back to the stream I was in this morning, I did the Thursday group ride led by Lance Armstrong. Great ride, really enjoyable. I really enjoy the group rides now. If you're new to the videos, in the 3 and a bit years I was on Ruby, I probably did 3 group rides the whole time. And then when I started getting into group rides, I did 3 in 1 week. They're really worth doing. It just forces you to chill out a little bit. Not every day has to be a 45-minute drive yourself to an early grave session. It doesn't have to be that. We don't need to be crying at the end of every bike ride. It can be actually enjoyable and fun. So jump into the group rides, support them. That's the group ride I do, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I know there's lots of others. I'm just trying to spread myself out everywhere. There's a good group ride on Friday. Megan Hill has a group ride. So the group ride on Friday is Rick Schultz. I've never been in that one. Maybe very soon. Megan Hill has a really good group ride too. I just can't go to all of them. I got my own stuff going on, different time zones. So you can see people climbing up the hill here. Let's just jump out, folks. So, ooh, they're coming back now, folks. I love this. It looks like L. Roland's been spat out the front group, folks. This is a tough moment for L. Roland since he is in a head-to-head battle with this character, Stefan Schmidt. Stefan knows that. Stefan is going to push extra hard right now. So you can see Carlo Calcagni's ahead. Again, sometimes I go on a bit too much about it. I've told myself I wouldn't, but this guy is on a machine. He's a very, 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 very good cyclist, but his equipment, from what we're seeing, is not ideally calibrated. The numbers just don't seem right. I wish he would calibrate his machine and ride on a level playing field with everyone else. Not crapping on the dude, not at all. Everyone should be doing this. So even if you're at the back and your machine's not calibrated properly, you're kind of faking it. So if you don't know how to calibrate, ask someone. Jump into our Discord, and there's probably someone in there that has the exact same machine as you, and you can get your equipment calibrated properly. So what we're going to do, we're just going to bounce back a bit, folks. Let's go see some people at the back. Ooh, we lost Riker T69, and we lost MP Mark. MP Mark got into the chute, and it looks like he missed his start time. Riker T got into this and maybe thought, ooh, this might be a bit too much for me. Being a level 2 rider might be like brand new to this kind of stuff. Super tough ride for your first one. Gonna bounce up. We got Schmitty Gonzalez here. Hey, I like that name. And it's a ladies rider. Okay, cool. Bouncing up, we got Prisk, who's just passing Breeden, who put his foot down. Okay, I love this avatar. The question mark. I'm not sure what that is. This rider's put a foot down as well. We got BTK from Czech here. This rider, this always happens, folks. When I'm looking at him, not moving, but they're putting out power. Something stranger. A level 6 rider here. Remember, folks, we're going to be looking for the lowest level rider for the special award that I'm not going to send to them because there is no special award, but we just like to talk about it. Nicholas 19330, level 9. Good effort, dude. You're definitely on the right bike. RG Navarro, Spanish rider here. Again, right bike. Level 11 too. Ruiz 88. Tom Builder. Check. Okay, forgot that. Guidoc. Robin Aggie. I know this person. I just can't remember them. I think this is one of their first rides back with us this year. Ludwig DB coming up. Still, oh, there's Kyle just up ahead. So we got Jeff 65 coming up. David 1951. It's pretty cool too if you look at Neil's stuff on the blog too. He'll show when a rider is new to the series. And David made quite the splash into the series. New rider in the top 50. I forget which month it was. I'll have to take a look here in a second if I can. David rides a ton. So we're going to bounce up. We got Spicer here. Rafael Dio, Spanish rider. Okay, so I'm looking at these two riders here. Got stuck on just the Ruby bike. They did not pick the Trek Madone, which they probably should have. As you can see here, Kyle is on the Trek Madone. So Kyle taking it chill. Kyle, what were you getting up to that you hurt your back, man? Lifting heavy stuff outside. That's usually how I do it. It's not in the description. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so when I say the codes in the description, it's on the very front page of my channel, so it's not in this video. I'll add that on after. I was actually trying to add stuff on beforehand. Joey made me a really nice thumbnail for The group ride sent it to me. I edited it a tiny bit. So I do tweak them a tiny bit, right? Like I was changing the name in there. And Joey has a pro account. I don't. So I couldn't actually upload it. So she has to do that. So in fact, from now on, I will be able to say Joey Jojo is responsible for all of the thumbnails. It's all the little extras you got to do for all the social media stuff. Like, you know, between YouTube and like the Strava stuff and the Facebook stuff. There's actually an Inside Cycling World Facebook page, if you can believe it or not. Like, I never even use it, and I should. There's an Inside Cycling World Instagram page. I don't use that either. Anthony's in the house. Okay, so Kyle blew his back out gardening. Yeah, that's what I say, Kyle. I would rather ride, I don't know, 2.5 hours on, say, doing Mount Lemon than do 15 minutes of gardening. As soon as I do anything like working down low, hands and knees, picking up rocks, pulling weeds, the next day I'm absolutely crippled. So I feel the pain. Anthony here, thanks for sharing the code, Colin. I showed one of your videos to a couple of people at work and they seem interested in trying Ruby now. Awesome, that's what it's all about, man. If they use it, I'm sure Ruby sees that and thinks, hey, we like this guy's channel. That's my number one goal here, folks. So let's get back into this. Anthony, hope you had a good work trip. Was it just last Monday we met? Like what was it, 10, 11 days ago? Yeah, it had to have been. So Kyle's just taking it chill, although he's not really chill. He's still pushing 3 watts per kilo here, folks. So good job for Kyle here. He just doesn't want to tweak his back too much. We lost one. Luque, looks like he just put his foot down. Could be a quick little nature break. Kyle just going past him. Spicer up ahead. The good thing about this, Kyle's got a lot of people to chase, a lot of people to reel back in. You know, reel him in, Kyle. Reel him in. Mikey 73. Looks like we got a nice blob of 10 at the front. I'm going to work my way up and get back to those folks. Everyone gets primetime coverage here over at Inside Cycling World. Have I said that yet? My name's Colin. Inside Cycling World. This channel has been going since January 2023. I made a lot of weird little videos, starter stuff. I wanted to talk about things that I'm like, well, I wouldn't have known that. And I'm going to do some more of those videos soon. So for most of you pro power users, my videos coming up, the tutorial videos, are not going to really mean a lot to you. They might be little things in there, but it's mostly for brand new people. But if you know someone that's getting started on Ruby, just send them over to the channel. Channel's growing good right now, folks. Getting lots of support. Yeah, take a look at this here, 12% gradient. You can see it. You can see it. Usually when you watch at home on TV, you never see the hill. You never see it. So Spicer doing really good here, 4 watts per kilo. Yeah, nice job. Nice job, dude. And then we got Pat Boss ahead, Czech rider again. This guy here, I saw his name, Grosgrat. I see this, I want to say Grosjean. I'm not going to say it. Canadian rider. Level 28. Let's get him on a better bike next time, folks. Not the ideal bike for this one. Enduro 6 ahead. Trek Madone. Then we got Pan Rorsi, Polish rider, Team Poland. Simon JP put his foot down. I know Simon in the past has had trouble with his setup. Carlo Calcagni is broken down, folks. Well, that's one way of handling it. Moving up. Andy's in the house. Hey, and Andy, I saw you registered for my ride tomorrow. I'm so pumped about that. I don't think I've ever actually ridden with Andy before. I've had a lot of fun chats with Andy through WhatsApp. And I'm all about community, folks. I love cycling. I love everything about cycling. I love bike racing, bike training, bike nutrition, everything. Me and Andy chatted every day. The last time I was in Vegas. Okay, so when was the last time I was in Vegas? I think I went in February. I stayed at the Palms, kind of chilled. Didn't get up to much craziness there then. And yeah, I was chatting with Andy a lot. It was a really good time over there. So I'm just saying that to everyone out there. If you see the videos and you think, who is this guy with the wacky hair? He needs a haircut really bad. I know I do. You can reach out to me. I guarantee you, if you reach out to me, I'm going to message you back. 100%, I will message you back. If you speak another language, I will translate it and I will get back to you. I guarantee it. Schmitty coming up. I've ridden with Schmitty before, and he's got a lot of people he can start pulling back in here now. This is really I love this kind of stuff. Even when I'm just out by myself riding, I love these kinds of events where I've got little carrots dangling out in front to chase. So Andy's ahead of Schmitty now. Now he sees Gutso 78 further up the road. I'm going to move up quickly here now, folks. J Novak 74, Czech rider. Might be new to me. We got the Shark of the Alps right here, looking stealthy. Riding with J Novak, it looks like. Denny 44. Oh, yes, Denny, this dude. This guy. I think this was posted on the Muckers page, I believe, and I forgot to talk about it. Remember, there's no script here, folks. Zero scripting. It's just me flying through stuff in my head. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm going to say next. But it's going pretty good so far. Denny 44 did one of those crazy Grand Fondos. I think it was in Austria. Denny, let me think about this. We're digging deep into the vaults here. Yeah, it was in Austria. I know it was. I believe it was 5,700 meters of vertical elevation. 5 or 6 really big passes. He did it like, this is a real live event. And he did say it was Ruby that helped him train for it. So really cool. Congrats, Denny. You're a stud. So moving up. Alexi 134. We see this right all the time. Here's Stu. I know Stu's going a bit chill today. Stu's a little bit overtrained, as Garmin's telling him that. And I can tell. So like last week, he did 3 on the Sunday race, the GRC race. What was right after it? Oh, maybe it was the weekend of the Madrid race. Remember I did the La Vuelta Madrid coverage for Ruby? There was also a GRC race that day. I think Stu had done the Muckers Hill Climb race that morning as well. Like 3 races in one day. So Stu, you might be a little overtrained right now. The fatigue's probably getting too much. But dude, props. Yeah, you're killing it, man. You're so strong. Moving up, I have no idea how to say this name. We're just going to say G for now. How about that? We're just going to use the G on the back end. Check out Muhammad here. Level 2 rider. Insane. Just going to have a quick peek here. Yep. This rider here might need a little bit of assistance using the user profile. That's what I'm going to say right now because it looks like they're about a 45 kilogram rider. It's possible, I guess, if you're like a super pesky, ultra lightweight female climber, perhaps. Could be. Robbie Dews here. I know Robbie's been around before, riding very nicely. Grep. Yeah. Hey, I haven't seen Grep for a long time either, so coming back. Everyone's coming back here, folks. Ratim. Moving up to Chorus. Haller, thanks for the friend invite. Hal, great to see you. I think Hal's the guy. I think his name is Air because I think he flies planes. Pretty sure. I've seen you on Facebook, so let me know if you do. Michelle K here, but I'm not sure if this is a Michael. It looks like a Michael avatar. And the mighty Grosjean, killing it. 27th place. Training for his Ironman competition next year. MZ Bogar. Okay. Lot of strong riders here, folks. Yeah, like, look at the strong riders. This is the strongest group on Ruby, folks. Let's just call it as it is. That's how I do. You want the truth? You want authentic? That's me, man. Like, if you ask me something, I'm going to tell you. Like, that's it. I'm just going to tell you. Let's not beat around the bush. So, I think it was a couple races ago. Muckers race, Thursday's race, 42 riders finished with average watts per kilo of 3 watts per kilo. Like, such a strong group. I think some races you may get 1 or 2 guys above 3 and the rest are below it. So, GRC, we're getting pretty strong too. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. Dave 12. Okay, so Mike Hagan's here. Perfect. So we got a bunch of muckers here. We got Tom Larigier. We got Mike Guthinger and Mike Hagan all riding together. Tranberg just up ahead. Tranberg's a name that he disappeared for a little bit through the summer too. I know he missed a few months of the championships. So a chance to come back. Francois, VDP. Funny when I see those words VDP, it takes me back to my favorite vacation spot in Mexico, in Cabo San Lucas. It's the first place I took my girls on a vacation when they were like little girls. VDP means Villa del Palmar, whatever that is, village by the sea or something, or house by the sea. Probably that name's probably been used a billion times over around the world, but that's what it's called. It's not the fanciest resort. It's not the biggest resort. It's not the newest resort, but it's homey. I think I've been there 3 times with the girls, and I think me and Joey have been twice. Joey Jojo. She said this morning, she goes, do you honestly call me Joey Jojo? I go, yeah, I call you Joey Jojo. Because we all do here. So over the top, we're just going to bounce to the front here now. So look at this. Carlo had disconnected. So bounces right back to the front. That's a sign to me that probably had the route downloaded. So it knows where he is as he's riding. Oh, Luis 73 is working his way up. The climbs are for Luis now. So I know I was away for quite a while, folks. Stuff's been going on. So Luis is on his own. He is a very good climber. I've seen this kind of stuff before. But then we got an absolute rock-solid group of hitters here. Stefan Schmidt, Shunik, Javier TC from the Gur team. Gur team, send me an email. Send me a message. You got YouTube. You got Facebook. You got WhatsApp. You could probably find my email in here somewhere. Just send me an email saying when you guys race. Just so I know. Please. Karol Susik is... so we got Carlo up front. He's not part of the championship series. So put him aside. Remember too, folks, there's some rules to the championship series. One, you got to have a heart rate monitor. You don't got a heart rate monitor, he's out. Okay? So I know he doesn't report his heart rate, so he's out. So basically, first place right now is Luis 73. Does he have it in him to get away? He does have a nice lead right now of 237 meters. All he's got to do is get over to this top first, and he may be untouchable. Let's just make a prediction here, folks. How far ahead will he be? He could be a kilometer ahead by the time they hit the top. That's my guess. I'm going to jump back into the chat because I've been gone so long. So Reno's got to go. See you soon. Keep up the good work. Hey, thanks, Reno. Thanks for supporting the channel. Get that code going. Get a trainer. Get riding with us. Bashak is in the house too. I see you on half the screen. Oh, did I not shrink that down, Bashak? Sorry, dude. Yeah, sorry. I meant to shut this right down to here. How about that? Okay. That's how little I look at the actual chat. Sorry about that, guys. I meant to do that at the very beginning because at least my face isn't in the middle of the screen anymore. Hey, there we go. It's shrinking down now. Yeah, should have had. Yeah, I should. I rode in my Ruby jersey this morning, Alex. So, and again, like I said, things are changing. I have a dumb little light sitting on the table in front of me here, kind of casting a glow on me. It does help. Joey's ordered me some lights last night, apparently. Everything's going to be getting changed again. So, this room's going to look different soon. Bashak, tired from climbing. How is France? They're talking with each other. Ruben's heading home right now. We're going to see him back on Ruby soon. Okay, so Ruben's saying the camera a bit, Colin. Too much headroom. Okay. Everyone's into... And then Anthony says it too. Sorry, guys. I only noticed this like a few minutes ago. Anthony says, he laughs and he says, dial down the Colin. There's too much Colin going on now. Now, Bashak. That's what I meant to do at the very beginning, guys. I didn't mean to expose you to so much of me in your face. The high forehead, the hair. We didn't want to do that, did we? At the very beginning, I was right in the middle of the screen. I think I just moved over and got distracted by doing something else. So let's get back to racing, folks. So Luis is in the lead. So I just want to keep an eye on him for a second, just to show you how important it is to get over that bump first, to get that hill between you and the riders chasing you. They're currently hovering around 240 meters behind him, and it's not changing. So they're matching his pace. How quick will he get over the top? I do this a lot when I'm riding. I just play little games in my head, like, it's not like I'm racing the person. It's like, how far are they actually ahead of me? Because I'm climbing and they're going downhill. How far are they really ahead of me? Because I know once I go down the hill, I'm going to accordion it back down. It's all going to come back together. So basically what I'll do is I'm just going to pick some landmark here. I'm looking at the profile, the detailed profile on the top. Like I can see like a little parking lot over to the left here. So I'm probably going to use this as my marker. I do this all the time. There's a little pond. You could use that. But yeah, it looks like this tree coming up. It looks like there's a sign there. That's probably the top of the climb marker or something like that. That's where Luis has a chance to win this race. I'm going to say that's the marker He's over the top. They're currently 300 meters behind him. We're going to bounce back to Stefan Schmidt. Now, when these guys get to that same marker, I'm going to see how far Louis 73 is ahead. They were 300 meters. He's already at 350. I bet you he'll be close to a kilometer ahead. Stefan Schmidt, Bear Remy, Shunik, Tice, Xavier here. Okay, Erland's just fallen out the back too. So Erland's just fallen off a little bit. Carroll's coming up. Carroll's coming back up. And Boogie's doing well too. This is great. Let's get back to the front so I can keep track of this. Right here. Right here. So they're now 570 meters behind him. So my kilometer, that was a bit exaggerated, wasn't it? Look at this fantastic view here, folks. Awesome stuff. Like, wow. That's incredible. So we're obviously on the coastline here. We started on the coastline. We haven't gone inland. We're kind of like scraping along the coast. Yeah, I need a one-way ticket to Spain, folks. One-way ticket to Spain. So very likely that might have been the winning move right there. Just getting over that bump first, because if you take a look at his speed, 72k an hour. That's max speed on Ruby. The riders behind him, 70k an hour. Once they hit 72, they're not going to pick up any room on him. And actually, it's stretching up because they haven't got to top speed yet. So in reality, he is now 725 meters ahead of them. Carlo Calcagni is the red bubble here. So Louis 73 is the purple bubble. He's being chased by, looks like a group of 8. Let's just check the map out, folks. See the curvy swervy coming down. So you can just see off the screen, there's a purple bubble on the left side. Just disappearing on the left side here, folks. I'll wiggle the mouse around. It's going to come back on now. It's just rotating perfectly. Right here. That's Louis 73, and that's the gap. The thing is now, he's gone all in. He's pushed everything. All his chips are in, folks. It's now or never. There's no more bluffing. He has to go now. So you can see there's a group of Bear Remy, Tice, Stefan Schmidt, Javier, I should say, and Shunik chasing. Then we've got 200 meters back to Erland and Carroll. Let's just hang out with Carroll for a little bit. So Carroll and Erland working well together. You know, last spring, these two were together all the time. 63 meters back. Boogie should be able to get back on here with a little bit of an attack. And I would highly suggest that to him. Instead of being stuck by himself, you want to get with those two other riders. Problem here is, he's not going to be able to really generate that much power on the downhill. I think what he needs to do, if you look at the purple bubble right now, at around that point, Boogie needs to really attack and hope that Erland and Carroll just kind of like let off where it flattens out a little bit. Then he should be able to bridge back. Maybe we'll keep an eye on that. Very interesting though. Take a look. El Roland had a tough day in the saddle. Stefan is gone. That's his main competitor right now. I'm going to have a look at that, folks, for one quick second here. Just bear with me. If I pull this up, we're going back to the Muckers Worldwide site. And hopefully I didn't just close it on myself there. Ugh. I think I did. I think when I tapped on it, I shut it. Get me back there. Muckers Worldwide, there it is. My last search, good to go. We're going to jump right back in. So will he get back on? We're watching now. It's actually stretching out right now. He's 120 something meters back, and then it's a further 3 kilometers back to El Roland. That's insane, folks. That's the pace up the front right now. So we're going to get back to the Muckers. I'm going to pull up the championship. I've got all sorts of crazy stuff trying to log me in here. No, I don't want to log into that right now. No thanks. We're going to the 2024 championship. So in the overall right now, folks, Neil's got a lot of data here, a lot of good data to dig into. Is this the one? No, we got one more month to go, folks. Top 55 after July. Stefan, Carroll, El Roland. Oh, we got one more month to go. Yeah, there's more data. It's non-stop with Neil. So it's Stefan Schmidt and El Roland. They are separated by 13 points in the overall. I think, and Carroll Susik is ahead of El Roland on the road. There's going to be a flip-flop in these positions. At the end of today, Carroll could take over second overall. I guess sorry, I shouldn't say that. They get points based on their monthly performance. but that's all based on their positioning too. So I think their positioning for the month will flip-flop. Am I right saying that? I don't think I am, actually. Anyways, they're going to get points based on the month. Mike Hagan 4th. Okay. But the thing, I guess the key thing is L. Rowland needs to be competitive with Stefan Schmidt. The further down he is today, the less points he's going to get for his Thursday racing, which is going to hurt him in the monthly. So that's just unfortunate. Alfio Christ, I have seen this rider before with L. Rowland. Doc here, Doc PS. Strong riders. I mean, I've made up this dramatic story that L. Rowland's fallen back. Still a super strong rider. Like 12th place overall right now in the race. Just missed that break. Just fell off on that brutal climb of the Alto de Groba. M4B further back. Riding solo at this point. Bram Paulison. Yeah, this rider's been around a lot. Just going to bounce back and see how if this gap is holding. Interesting, folks. We're now down to 400 meters gap. Javier pushing hard at the front for the Gur team. Stefan Schmidt's there. Okay, let me have a little quick peek at this, folks. Okay, I see. Yeah, so it is Luis out front. 412 meter gap to Javier, Bear Remy, Stefan Schmidt, Tice, and Shunik just lurking at the back, waiting to pounce at the finish. There is a good little stretch. You know, there's some rollers coming up, and then there is another significant climb. It's not huge, but if I look at that quickly here, I gotta think I'm seeing 132 meters of climbing still to go. You can see it at the bottom of the screen here. There's probably 100 meters left at the end. So let's bounce back to the chat. Maybe someone else can say I've done something wrong with the camera. I'm hoping here. Again, folks, I apologize for that. I love reading these comments. Power of the camera. Okay, I like that. Bashak says it does look good. And then Rubu says my head is big enough. We don't need super zoom. And then he puts a little funny thing on there. Bashak saying he thinks they'll catch him. Mike too. Yeah, it's 400 meter gap now. It's coming down. Big draft, and these guys are not 50 kilos like Luis. Yep, there's some powerhouses here. This race is the hill, totally. Yeah, they gotta pull the gap probably back on like the going down, the little rollers. It might be hard to pull back that much going up. Yeah, and then Rubu points in the flat parts, Anthony. That's where they got to get it back. Are we missing an attack off the front? I'm not sure if we are. We've got Luis still up there. So it's coming down very slowly, and then we've got our 5 riders chasing. Erland Sundstrom and Carroll still riding together. Boogie. Wow. Look at the gap between Boogie, Erland, and Carroll now. Like, that's incredible. He was 60 meters behind him. It's now 600 meters. He was on them. Just could not dig that last little bit. So we got 5. It's 5 against 1, folks. 5 against 1. As I said, Luis has gone all in. Right now, he's either thinking, I got this, or he's like, uh-oh, what did I do? What did I do? Let's just have a quick bounce back, folks. I think we got a few minutes just to chill out here. Okay, so this is 11th, 12th, 13th here. Alfio, Doc, and L. Rowland. M4B's not too far behind, just hidden away here. Riding solo. Bram Paulison, Klaus Kinski is with Biker AP. Mike Hagan cruising with Tom Larigier downhill now, getting up to max speed. Ulrich Nempos, I think we saw them last week. I think I was talking about Ulrich being one of my favorite cyclists. Niels Burnham. I gotta say, Niels Burnham, I think he's still under the weather, still sore. Because Niels would be way further up at this point. Okay, folks, we're just gonna back up here again. It could come back. It's gonna come back together on this downhill. So they're gaining on him. They can probably get up to speed quicker due to their body mass. So they're all going to hit top speed, but like let's say when it just backs off a little bit, like there was a flat segment there. You can see where the yellow bubble is now. Who is that? So where Boogie's riding, I bet you they made up a lot of that 400 meters right there. Where it flattened out, his speed dropped, their speed was higher with the draft. So they've got this next whole segment to pull it back. Just looking at it now, he's getting caught, folks. he will be caught. That's my prediction. Okay, I'll get a quick question. I could do a poll. There's like poll button here, but I got too much stuff going on, folks. Should we make the head bigger or smaller? No, I'm just kidding. Are they going to catch him? Will Luis H be caught? Just put some comments down below. Yes, no, whatever. Who cares? Let's just see it. Okay, sorry. Let me just mess with that a little bit. I guess. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, see what you're saying. See what you're saying. Sorry, folks. I do have 2 more cameras coming now. Maybe that's a bit better. Oh, yeah. Good idea, Rubu. That gets a chance for me to show you my latest t-shirt. Actually, I picked this up back in... Ooh, look, folks. 100 meters. They are reeling him back in. Luis right now realizes he may have burnt all his matches. Now Luis should go into maybe... He's going to back off a little bit, maybe. It doesn't look like it by the numbers. He knows he's going to be caught now. He can't stay away now. Unless he's got something hidden in the tank. I love this video here. It really shows the hills. This is fantastic, folks. Awesome stuff. 43 meters. Shunnick coming to the front. Putting the hammer down. 7 watts per kilo. He's getting them. The hunt is on, folks. The quarry has been seen. The wolves are coming. I don't know how Luis will counter this. Like, I mean, if this was me at a race, I'd be pretty demoralized right now. He's a way better cyclist than me. Luis 73, I'll say that right now. So maybe he's got a plan. Maybe he's got a strategy. Maybe he's got another rocket kick to apply on the next hill. And if he does that, he might stay away again. So let's see. It did gap out a little bit there. Another bit of a downhill where it got steep. So he's pulled out a little bit. He's just holding them off. Just holding them off. Wow. Great stuff. Let's just jump back into the chat. Bashak, 100%. Yeah, he will be caught. Anthony, time for the hunt. Crest of the hill. Okay, so Stu's saying at the crest of the hill, he's just coasting. And just chilling with Shark and Novak. Okay, saw those riders. Yep. Always good to hang out with the Shark. Always good. Let's get back to this fantastic race action here, folks. So Luis now, the catch is imminent. He'd almost escaped. I thought he might be able to do it, but yeah, like Bashak said, he's a lightweight, pesky climber. The big boys are going to get him on the downhills and the flats. Javier just goes by, just rolls running by like the freight train. Over his shoulder comes Stefan, Shunnick, and Bear Remy. Will Luis be able to hang on now? He's got to just bring it down, relax, settle down, and get back in there with them. Okay, looks like he's able to do it, folks. He wasn't just shelled right out the back. He's going forward with him and not in reverse. Love this. So we've got someone else in the battle, folks. I thought he might go right out the back, but it looks like he's doing great. He's right in there. The race course is pretty spread out. I don't know if I dare look away. I just want to see who our last rider on course is. Could be this Prisk R rider right here. Hang in there, dude. You got this. Let's do it. Yeah, these are all riders. Ooh, Harvey Mushman. Brand new rider, level 11. We'll watch this rider later. So, fantastic new name. I love it. Level 11, taking on this course. You know, I think when I was level 11, I don't know if I would have been brave enough to do this. I would have been like, no, this is too much, right? So, folks, at the rate we're going right now, I think we're going to have a sprint finish for these 5 guys. 5 riders here. I can also anticipate someone trying to attack over, say, maybe not on this first hill, maybe the second little bump here. We're going to go into a downhill, and then a certain character named Shunnick might attack right here before the final split. Or they may leave it right till the very end. I think that's just enough of a bump. We're going to know right away. Once we get to the split, we're going to know how much climbing we've got left. It might be just a couple of meters there, which may mean nothing. All of them are pushing close, 5.5 to 6 watts a kilo. Looks like someone had a quick disconnect there. Javier had a disconnect, which looks like it bounced him back, actually. I'm not sure if everyone caught that. Let's keep an eye on that. See what the people in the chat are saying. ride with the group, take it to a sprint at the end. Yeah, that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to have to wait to the end. I don't know if he can get away. Yeah, he's going to hang with him to the end. I've watched this guy a lot. Yeah, Calcagni's got the plus 15% speed boost going on. So let's just watch this. It's actually spreading out a little bit here, isn't it? Whoa, looks like fatigue setting in on Tice a little bit and Javier. We could be down to a group of 3 chasing. Bear Remy, Stefan Schmidt, and Shunik. And the thing is, it's like blood in the water for these riders. They know already. They know. They're not going to play nice now. They're going to attack hard now. So Bear Remy, Luis 73 is there with them. So really good ride by him to, kind of pull himself up by his bootstraps. I've been caught, but I'm getting back in there. Let's see what he's got left for the end. We've lost 2 out the back. The attrition was overwhelming for them. Tice and Javier out the back. Tice can just see them. Can he dig? I mean, those riders at the front now are like 6.5, 7 watts per kilo. Luis is pushing 7.7. This could be Luis's last chance right here. Look at him go. I think he's trying to go for it here. 8 watts a kilo. Stefan Schmidt knows what he's doing too. They're not letting him get away. Luis was just trying it out there to see what he could do. That's really going to hurt Tice back here and Javier even more. Wow. What a fantastic race here. So all we got left now, folks, beautiful scenery on the coast. This looks awesome, the video over here right now. I can just imagine the heat here. I'm not sure about the road surface. It looks like it would be pretty rough, this cycling. There's no guardrails anywhere. I don't know if I'd be taking this corner at 72k an hour. That'd be horrifying. So we got the lighthouse there. Cruising along. Everyone's taking some good deep breaths here, getting the heart rate right back down. Tice is just dangling 100 meters back. We're not that far up the road, but I think he's probably out of it for now. Carlo Calcagni is only 900 meters ahead. Again, not really in this the championship series. So we're at 49 minutes currently, folks. With 5 kilometers to go, these riders are hammering, so it shouldn't be much longer. So it's going to be 4 riders contesting the final sprint. Unless someone sneaks away. I think the one, I shouldn't say just Shunik, because I've seen multiple races now where Bear Remy will kick at 15 watts per kilo at the end. So let's just keep an eye on that. Just going to have a quick sip here, folks. It's been a busy day on the mic today. Lots of talking. Probably going to do my, going to try to record the intro for my podcast later. Spent more time researching what I need to do. Some of them will distribute it to all the big platforms. Some you got to manually do it. But manually it's like, do you want to connect to Apple? Yes. Insert RS feed here. Cut, paste, boom, you're done. So that's coming. And what I want to focus on that, I think it was Bashak asking, what's the podcast going to be about? All this. It's going to be race updates, challenges, new stuff going on Ruby. But the key thing that it's going to be is every week I'm going to go out and I'm going to get a special guest to be on the podcast with me. For those special guests, don't worry. It's not going to be live like I do it. We're just going to have like a quick conversation. I've talked to you not a lot of you in person, a few of you. And I'll probably like send out some questions. Hey, this is what we're going to talk about. Like, do you feel comfortable talking about this? Do you want to tell us about your background? Like, I love knowing stuff about people. Like, what's your career? What do you guys do for a living? Like, I don't know what anyone does for a living, really. You guys probably know what I do more than I know what you do. So I'm interested in stuff like that. How did you get into cycling? Were you the guy that hasn't worked out since high school? Did one of your buddies sucker you into bike racing? I know that's Anthony. Anthony of Team GRC hasn't been riding bikes that long. He went on a trip to Mallorca with, I think it's his brother-in-law. And his brother-in-law said, hey, let's run some bikes. I think his brother-in-law does ride a lot. And Anthony's like, okay. And then like he was instantly bitten by the cycling bug. And here he is with us every day now. So just cool backstories like that. I think those stories are, interesting. I'm curious. I think the stories are inspirational and motivational for other people. So we can get other people off the couch get them riding. How far out are we, folks? 2.75 kilometers. Okay, so we still got our group of 4 here looking good. Javier has came over the shoulder of Tice. So Tice is struggling now. Maybe early in the season. Hasn't done enough inside cycling this fall. Is it fall yet? It's technically not even fall yet. It's going to be coming here. Actually, next week. I think maybe it's Saturday. I'm thinking Tuesday for some reason. Anyways, no, it's Saturday. High overnight low of 34 degrees here. That is about 1 degrees Celsius. And that's in the town of Didsbury. So we're going to have a frost Saturday morning. So everything dead. All the kind of more delicate plants. Carol Suzik and Erland Sundstrom. Oh, Carol got away from Erland a little bit. Boogie still on his own. And then, yeah, it's 2.5 kilometers back to our next group. And they're spread out just by a little bit. Alfio Christ just got away. Let's have a little peek back, folks, at everyone. Just want to catch everyone on camera. Tom Larige, Klaus Kinski pursuing closely. Mike Hagan on the same bend. Don Matteo here. Hey, I think Don Matteo signed up for my ride tomorrow night. And again, for everyone that signed up for my ride tomorrow night, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know it's like later at night for you in Europe. It just shows that there is such a great community here. I looked at the start list because I'm like, I don't know how many people are going to sign up. It'll be my dream if we get 30 people on a Friday night in Europe to come ride with me over here. And just have a fun chit chat. Ask me something weird on there. Tell me your cat's name. Whatever you guys want to talk about. Mike with Niels Brenham. Attacking this last little climb here. Grosjean. Okay, so we're going to fly back quickly, folks. I want to see who's still on course, and I'm not going to miss the finish. I've done that. GR here riding solo. RG Navarro. Interesting. Spanish rider. Bouncing a little further back, we got Nicholas 19330. Level 9 rider in 71st place. Do we have anyone else? Rafael Dio put his foot down. Spicer. Okay. Prisk R is still out there. Get it, dude. And Harvey Mushman from the UK. What's this? Oh, I thought it was a donkey at first, folks. You know how we love donkeys around here? This is some wild horse roaming around. Is this another one up here? Interesting. Harvey, watch out, man. They're wild. They might get you. So, looks like Harvey Mushman is the last one on course. 70th place. I think there'll be 74 finishers. Let's get right back to the front, folks. Not messing around now. Carlo's up front. Doing his thing. We're less than 700 meters to go, folks. Stefan Schmidt, Bear Remy, Luis 73, and Shunik all going out. And take a look at this, folks. Javier coming from the back, just smashing it. Looks like a big, powerful rider, probably to his advantage here. Looks like he's an 80 kilogram plus rider getting into the Clydesdale range. He's back on with them, folks. He is so close. Will he have anything left in the reservoir to kick past them? He might be able to do it. I think he might just smash right now. He's going for the long bomb, folks. Here he goes. No, Shunik just drops almost 16 watts per kilo. Bear Remy just ahead. Shunik gets in front. Bear Remy second. Stefan Schmidt third. Lewis 73. And then Javier. What an incredible effort by Javier. Was fully dumped out the back. Hundreds of meters back. Came back. Tried to ride right through them. Shunik lit it up. Bear Remy responded. Shunik got right to the front. Shunik is a force to be reckoned with, folks. Yeah, he won the August month for the Muckers Worldwide. September could be within his grasp too. 8th place, Carol Susik coming in solo. Erland Sundstrom. So what we're going to do now, folks, we're going to kind of pop around a little bit. This gives us a chance to have a breather, hang out with some other people who are out there killing themselves today. These 8th and 9th is already determined. Boogie will easily get 10th. Great job, Boogie. I love saying your name. Where's Scriptnet? I need Scriptnet action. He's not here. He came back, I think, for one race and then disappeared again. Alfio Christ, L. Roland, and Doc here. Okay, so there's still a couple of kilometers. I'm probably going to jump back to that one there. M4B solo, but not solo. Now with Bram Paulison. Interesting stuff. Folks, I'm just going to try to answer this here. Could be Joey Jojo. Sorry, folks. Just letting her know on stream. She's going to tell me something that, I don't know. She's going to tell me a story about Tucker, her dog, that happened last night. Or she's going to tell me about a dream she had. I'm not kidding you. I'm like, I always say to people, when people tell me their dreams, I'm like, yeah, just don't bother. Because it didn't really happen. It's not real. You made it up. There's no point in telling me. And I'm pretty blunt about it, too. So, Biker AP, Tom Larigier. I think there's going to be a couple little sprint battles here. M4B and Bram Paulson, close enough together. There could be a sprint there. Klaus Kinski, Mike Hagan. Let's just have a peek. So, they're all at the finish. This is our group of 3 coming in right now. There's still 2.29 to go. Let's just jump back again. Here's Denny44, who I told you completed that Grand Fondo. I should remember the name. I think it started with an O, like an, typical Austrian name. It was like an OESTZLER or something like that. I don't even know what that means, but it was something like that. Just fleeting memories of it. It looks like Simon JP is back on the road. Simon JP is the one I always notice his machine comes and goes all the time. Don't know why. Okay, haven't seen this name today. I did look at it at the start list beforehand. Daniel Velo Soligin. So, Daniel Bike Soligin. So, probably his name in that. Hey, Mick's here. Okay, so Mick is here. I did see Steven earlier. The Muckers getting it done together. Actually, you know what? I'm looking for... Where is Neil? 41st place, Novak. I know Stu was with him before. And the Shark. Stu said he was going to be coasting down the hill, so I could see that. Yeah, he's just dangling behind them. Stu says he's super tired today. Alexi, Gutso78, Schmitty, Ludwig, Ruby, Brian. Yes, I haven't seen this dude either. And there was Sylvia. Mikey, BGM151, Brian Miller. I just want to say that name faster and faster. Where's Neil? Did Neil... Oh, here he is. Okay, so here's Neil. I have not seen Neil's name yet today. He's with Kyle. So maybe Neil's on a little bit more of a cruisy ride today. 54th. Yeah, consistency. You want to just be lurking in that place to get into the top 50 for the Worldwide Championship points. Interesting stuff here. Thomas Lynn. I think it was Thomas. I think Thomas is in one of the Nittier sprint races too. I think I caught that one. It might have been the first one I did. Doing a lot of race coverage, folks, and I see even more coming up. So I see that the October Championship Series for the Muckers is online. Here, I'll jump into the chat, looking for anyone to say what they want. Let's see. Yeah, Javier had the disconnect. Yeah, Javier did incredible there to get back on. Inside news from Stu. He says he might attack at the second checkpoint, which I think he means the second split right here. Where is Stu? I think he's further back down here. I think they're still climbing. Yeah, here's Stu here. Still climbing. So maybe he's saying he's going to attack right here. Let's keep it on. We're just going to hang with Stu for now as I go back into the chat. Because that's all delayed for me. Why some Marine riders all the way at the back? Yeah, they dropped out. Looks like lots of disconnects. Some new riders that probably started that climb and were like, I don't want to do this today. Hey, Penelope, awesome. Her cat's name is Isha. She is a Bengal, beautiful and tiny and very bossy. Yeah, well, those Bengals are cool. We have a brand new kitty cat. She just showed up on the property. We were clearing out some stuff one day and we heard this little kitty cat screaming, and she's our cat now, loves me. So she stays outside all day to battle the mice. And I bring her in every night around 8:30. She goes in this huge dog crate that we bought that the dogs have never used. She's got her scratching stuff, her bed. She gets an extra meal in there, and she's perfect all night. The night we went to the casino, I put her in there at 6 o'clock at night. We got home at, I think I said we got home at 7:59. And nothing, no damage, no messes, no nothing. Perfect. Rubu's asking, what's the plan for the SSR? At this point, I don't know what the SSR is. Bashak will know. So we're going to watch Stu here. Oh, sorry, folks. Sorry. We got the other hitters coming in. Oh, I missed that 3. I missed those 3. And 4 and 5 and 6. Sorry, folks. Cat talk. Cat talk's important too around here. So we've got M4B, Bram Paulson. So this is a sprint that might be contested. Yeah, M4B lights up the afterburners right as I say it, folks. A quick 11.5 watts per kilo and holding it strong too. Just dipping below 10 now. Has his gap. Bram Pauluson's coming back though. Responding, but just a little bit too far back now. So I did miss the... see, we get stuck here at the end. I missed the L. Roland group coming in, so I'll check the stats right after this. Biker AP coming in solo. Tom Larigier chasing from behind. Klaus Kinski. Mike Hagan's pursuing Klaus Kinski. Will there be a catch here? Might be a little bit too far right now with 400 meters to go. Let's get back to the chat, see what I'm missing. Oh, Salou. That's one of the challenge races, isn't it? Yeah, everyone's saying Salou. So I think it's the challenge family stuff. So that's what we're doing for the SSR this week. Team GRC, Sunday short race. Don't miss it, folks. It's one of the official races every week. Let me just see what's going on here. Creepy. So we got Ulrich here finishing now. Don't mind me, folks. I know there's a mouse creeping. Don Mateo finishing in 21st place. I know there's a mouse creeping around my basement. I need to bring that kitty cat downstairs. What's amazing is when he was just a tiny... It's a she, but I call him a he. I call him Buddy. Joey came up with the original name, Tiger, which I laugh at. I'm not calling that cat Tiger. It's Buddy. Because he's my buddy. And anyways, like... I'm going to say 3-4 weeks ago, that little cat, I'm like, what are you... Niels Brenham dropping 12 watts a kilo here, keeping Mike on his toes. Great job. I guess Niels is not feeling that sore, just kind of getting back into it. We've got Michael coming in here next, finishing strong, 9 watts per kilo, being chased by Francois and MZ Bogar. Grosjean coming up like a freight train. It will pass possibly all three of them in one bold move, folks. Boom, Grosjean. I love that move there. Folks, that's the reason why I do this stuff. That is so awesome. I hope you get the energy that I feel when I watch those things. Like, it is so cool to see you guys do that stuff. I friggin' love it. So good. Grosjean, you the man. That was so slick. I bet you they didn't even see him coming. Chorus coming in next, 29th place with Haller. Mucker's teammates, will they go toe-to-toe? Tranberg just hovering in the background too. Currently 300 meters out, still holding, just slightly increasing the pressure. Boom, Hal lights it up. 12 watts a kilo. Gets the quick break, 5-6 meters. Chorus digging in now. Tranberg's giving it too close to 10 watts a kilo. But just that initial jump by Hal, he's got his break. They're coming back fast at him though. He's just holding on now. Haller, Tranberg, and Chorus. Great finish there. But let's go back to that Grosjean finish. Like, what can you say? Gives me time to talk about my t-shirt. Let's jump back here to the OBS. Yeah, t-shirt time, folks. Maybe we'll do this every week. Platinum Blonde. It's not all about Metallica over here or Guns N' Roses. I do like some of my synth pop stuff. Platinum Blonde. Look them up. Ooh, looks like we're hovering on someone that's broken down, folks. So let's... Oh, they're back started now. That was Grep. So Ratim coming in next. Ratim with G, as I called him. Platinum Blonde, one of the biggest groups in the 80s in Canada. I think they did have commercial success in the States as well. If you just look them up, you're going to be like, I remember that song too, but you haven't heard them in 40 years. I just saw them in concert in May. They opened for... No, sorry, I saw them in August. Early August, Platinum Blonde opened for Billy Idol at the Calgary Saddle Dome. That's our arena our hockey dome that's getting blown up pretty soon. And they're building a brand new one right beside it. Someone posted something really cool. I thought this was cool. You can say whatever. I think it was a lady, she posted, she goes, I saw this exact same concert 40 years ago in this exact same place. So 40 years ago in 1984, dominating the world was Billy Idol and Platinum Blonde opening for him in Calgary, Alberta, Canada at the Calgary Olympic Saddle Dome. It's gone through numerous names. Was it the Olympic Saddle Dome back then? Could that be right? Well, maybe it was open before. Maybe they called it something different back then. I'm positive it was around. It was probably rebranded for the Olympics we had in '88. That's why I'm kind of going, well, if it was '84. Anyways, that was her post. I'm going to go with that for now. But yeah, 40 years ago, she saw them both in Calgary together. Same bands, playing the same music, obviously. Really fun stuff, though. So I always get a t-shirt. Always. I'm a t-shirt guy. Denny coming in next. Yeah, this guy's a real, like a really strong cyclist. Yeah, doing those cool outside rides. Robbie Dew just finishing up ahead. Robbie Dew's just finishing now. 36th place. Denny 44. Here's Simon broken down again. So Simon's got some kind of router, something issue. Poor communication. It shows he's back on power now. Stephen Ludford. Mick coming up the hill next. Stu is not far behind them. Okay, where's Stu? Yeah, Stu's with a group of 4 here. Andy up in the mix as well. I think I'm going to hang with these guys for a while, get a big sprint out of this. I'll try to jump back into the chat again. What's he saying here? Okay, so yeah, we're talking about doing Salou. We still need to see the donkey on camera, Colin. That could happen. 4 kilometers left. Gonna let myself be caught and do a 1K sprint. Ooh, 1K sprint coming out of Stu, he says. Tiger is a great name. Oh my folks. Welcome to Joey Jojo is currently in the live chat, folks. Please say hi to her. She goes by the name of Didsbury Dental Center. As she's out working, making all the moolah, I'm sitting at home calling bike commentary for you. So apparently Tiger is a great name. So let's get back to this, folks. I want to see Stu go on his 1 kilometer rip. Does he have it in him? It's coming up 1 kilometer. Let's see if Stu is true to... I think Stu's already gone. Stu's going now. Look at this. He's digging in 6 watts per kilo. Stu's been saying he's really tired. He rides his bike a lot. I think I mentioned earlier that day of the Madrid final, La Vuelta final, he did 3 rides in that one day. So he did the Sunday GRC Sunday short race. Obviously a Sunday if it's called the Sunday short race. He did the Madrid final, and I think he did the Muckers climb as well. That Muckers climb that's always like 1:15 in the morning for me or something like that. So Stu did light it up and dropped a few riders that were with him. So going hard. Obviously he's not that tired. Stu, don't burn yourself out, dude. We need some recovery rides. Stu, are you coming on the Inside Cycling World tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, that'll be 7:15, I believe, for you. So Steven just finishing up ahead with Mick. These two are going to be pretty cruisy into the finish, I believe. Being teammates, there's not going to be any big watt bombs here, I don't think, at this point. They're glad to be through this. They're in the good positions. They're in the top 50 positions, folks. Probably not battling each other for points. Happy to finish together. Then we got Danielle coming in next. Stu coming in quickly behind 40. Stu's, a new entry to the Muckers Championship Series. And, he's gathering some points. Andy up next at 42nd place. Got away from Jay Novak. Jay Novak and Shark coming in. There might be a battle here, folks. A little bit of a sprint here, folks. 43rd to Shark. 44th to Novak. Alexi next. Will finish solo in 45th. You never know what's going to happen with some of these things because once in a while someone just drops in like Bruce Bird did it last week. And so if you don't know Bruce Bird, he goes by Canadian Bird on Ruby. The guy's legit. Super legit. Like he was racing at the Mario Cipollini Gran Fondo just recently. I think it was 2021 he won the World Virtual Gran Fondo, I believe. I think there was 3 events. Like, he's so legit. And he only started cycling, apparently, at 44. But, like, that's all he lives and breathes now is cycling. Competed at a bunch of national-level events in Canada. Didn't dominate those. That's because he's competing against people that are probably half his age. But still performed really, really strong. Powerhouse cyclist. So, if anyone saw him last week and don't know who he is, super legit. So we got Alexi coming in 45th. Ludwig pushing away, it looks like, from Silly Sil here. These two are like together a lot as well, I think. Maybe they're having a little battle in the points that I probably need to look at here right away. Just going to jump back to the chat. Okay, so she's saying his great name. Bashak saying finally Joey Jojo. Hi everyone. She just keeps saying, she goes, you don't really call me Joey Jojo. Yeah, I do. Everyone, that's the only thing they know you as is Joey Jojo. I have a really good story about Joey Jojo as well. It's a fantastic story, and she goes, I can't believe you haven't told that story yet. Maybe I'll leave it for the next ride. Maybe it'll be for tomorrow night. But it's a time when Joey, let's just say, she decided to change her name for a certain event. And it stuck. And we all call her that once in a while. I kind of forgot about it. Silly Sil coming in strong, 47th place. Awesome job, Silly. 48th, Gutso just getting in before Ruby Bryant. And Mikey 73 getting the last 50th place for the good points, as Neil calls them. I was trying to get that one out, folks. That was kind of hard to do. Schmitty coming in next. Great job here by Schmitty. I've ridden with Schmitty before. BJM 151. God, I think I can say it faster. Brian Miller, 52nd place. Brian's also competing in some of the nittier events. And I'm going to do more to do the nittier stuff. Don't forget, folks, the Alto d'Huez stage, I think it starts tonight. So it's stage 4 of the Nittier Road Championships. The runs from later today, a couple of stages Friday, and I think a couple on Saturday. So you got your chance to get a time in there. It's scheduled out pretty wide, so a lot of the events don't have a ton of riders. So I'm kind of looking for the best one that's got the most riders. And obviously with permission from Joey Jojo to do all these races. I keep looking over here. Yeah, there's a mouse creeping around, folks. Tiger the kitty cat needs to come downstairs and get this mouse for me. I can hear the mouse doing his thing. I don't like it. So Mikey's finishing solo. Schmitty next solo. BJM 151 could be in a sprint. BJM lights it up. 10 watts per kilo, folks. Gadoosh just lights it up and gone, folks. The other two are just looking at the smoke off his rear tire. Gone. Pan Rorsi is trying to counterattack, but 16-meter gap already. You can see BGM 151 just the road. Great job, Brian Miller. Thomas Lynn just coming in right behind them. Next up, we've got Enduro 6. Strong 55th place finish. Remember, folks, this ain't easy. This is not easy stuff at all. I had one of my best friends. Yeah, Birch, best friend. Known him since 1993. I think I did Challenge Canberra. Kyle's going to be coming in 56th. Mucker 1974. This is Neil. 57th place. So I was doing Challenge Canberra. Super chill. 2 watts per kilo is all I wanted to do. Neil says, I want you to do 300 watts on every climb, which I did. Pretty sure I did. And my buddy Birch watched it and he goes, oh man, he goes, that looked brutal, that ride you did. And I'm like, dude, no, not hard at all. It was just a decent training ride with a couple of digs. That's it. But that would have killed them. So what I'm just trying to say here is that this is not easy if you're watching from the outside. It's not easy, especially a climb like today. So fantastic job by everyone. We got Grossgrat coming in next. Got to think this rider is probably from Quebec. That's my guess. Just a guess. Pat Boss. I'm going to jump back to the chat for a little bit here, see what's going on. Bashak's asking when Joey's going to join the races. We can't make Colin race. He's retired. We could use another Emerson. Yeah, we could. Can you talk like Colin might be more pleasing to watch? I don't know. We're not too sure about that yet. She's definitely better looking than me. She had her hair done, guys. Joey got her hair done. It looks, I'm going to say it, it looks amazing. And I'm just saying that. I don't even like saying that out loud, really. But her hair looks so good now. I'm going to share a picture with someone at some point. She sent me a picture and you go to think, I'm like, is that you? Her hair looks great. So, Joey, if you hear it, your hair looks freaking great. Exactly, Bashak. You know what? The reason why I want to have guests is because there's people out there listening. And it's a different crowd, too. There's going to be someone out there listening who is not too annoyed by my voice. that goes, yeah, that sounds just like me. Like just the story. How did you get into cycling? You know, why did you get into it? What made you start doing it? Oh, I was half dead, so I started riding bikes, and now I'm winning races. I kicked a 30-year smoking habit. I wasn't feeling good upstairs, and I started riding bikes, and I love life again. It could be anything. Any of those stories. That's the kind of stuff that people like. I know they do. And I think I'm pretty confident in saying that the community that's around us here, I think I could have a good chit chat with everyone. And they'd be great stories to tell. It's just going to be open flowing, so it's going to be just me doing my thing. Then I'll have a private chat with someone, probably through the Discord. I'll make a private chat room. So if you ever see that, it's not me having secret conversations. It's just me getting to know someone better before they have to record their voice online, because some people may not be comfortable doing that. I guess I am. But I think there's a lot of good stories out there. So yeah, Joey probably will never get on the bike. I've asked you. I told her one day, probably 8-9 months ago, I go, why don't we get another bike and another trainer? I said, you can work out with me. I said, you can do whatever you want and I'll do my thing. Yeah, Neil says, superb coverage. Thanks, Neil. Looking forward to tomorrow night too. And Neil, thank you so much for promoting tomorrow's event. Yeah, it's going to be great. Kyle, thanks, Colin. My back felt okay tonight. I beat Neil. That's all that matters. I love it, Kyle. That's all that matters to Kyle, is that he beats Neil. Poor Neil. Great riding, guys. Top-notch stuff here. So we're on Pat coming in now. We've got a few more riders to go with, folks. I'm just going to chill and hang out here. If you guys want to add some comments in the chat, that's great too. Let me have a quick sip. It's not a Thrive sports beer that Rubu uses. I saw that stuff. I thought it'd be great because I don't know about you guys. So Rubu showed me a beer. It's called Thrive. I think it's brewed in Belgium. We know the Belgians like their beers. Doesn't everyone like beer? I like cider more, actually, but a nice beer once in a while is just perfect. And I was thinking, you know, you've drank so many energy drinks or so much water, you just want something different. And so this Thrive Beer Company, that doesn't sponsor me, I'm just talking about them for some reason. They have a vitamin drink and they have a protein drink that Rubu swears tastes great. I think he said one tastes better than the other. But they're non-alcoholized beer too. So if you're not into drinking booze like I am, you know Captain Morgan likes to visit. You know I like my ciders. And when Captain Morgan visits, Fun Colin comes out. But yeah, I wouldn't mind trying something like that too. Like I have terrible fueling. I have a terrible fueling program. Generally, I ride with a bottle of Tang, like Tang orange juice crystals, pure sugar, and I'll have a bottle of water as well. And the problem is it's reverse osmosis water, so there's nothing in it. Then I get done my ride and I eat some salty chips or something. I'm just never fueling my body right. So that's where it would be cool to have someone like Spin Jedi maybe. I'm assuming Spin Jedi because he does coaching and that. Has got a good grasp, a good handle on like dietary needs and stuff for cycling. I know he leads tours and things like that. I think, doesn't he lead tours in Turkey? I think so. So yeah, I think I could have chats with guys like that too. Just spread the information a little bit. Let's jump back in the chat, see we've got still hanging around. We still got people here, folks. Thanks for watching. Ice cold, the vitamin 1 is great after ride. Okay, Ruben, I don't even know if I can get over here. I think you got to get shipped overseas. I did look at the website and thought this looks pretty cool. Because sometimes I don't like an energy drink taste after a ride. I need something way different. And I thought, yeah, a beer at that point would be perfect. Smart idea. Maybe I'll look into a different one over here. There's got to be like a North American version of it, or maybe someone's distributing it here. Neil was starting to get a cramp in his left calf muscle just before the top. Neil doesn't have his electrolytes up to speed. Neil, we need to talk about that. Yeah. Yeah, well, Neil, I saw you were in quite the group there, and then they must have just got away from you as you're cramping. And you know what? In the past, I've been years ago. So this is David, 1951, finishing. This guy rides a ton too. I believe he's scoring good points so far. He scored some points, I believe, in the championship series. Jeff 65 coming in, just cruisy down the hill now. I understand this. I was on a ride one day, so this is like 18, 19-year-old Colin. He existed at one time. He's never been this old all his life. And met this dude locally. He was out riding his bike, pulled up beside him. Nice guy. Would never remember his name right now. And we went for a ride, maybe like a 25K ride back then. I think it was after school, so I must have still been in high school. And his leg cramped up so bad, we were like pulled over on the side of what we call the Trans-Canada Highway. It cuts right through Calgary. Basically rolling around on the side of the road, almost crying. The knot of a muscle in his calf was ridiculous. And I'm just standing there looking at him going, "You okay, dude? Dude, you okay?" Like, there's nothing I can do for him. Yeah, agony. The only time I ever get weird cramps, sometimes I can feel them try to come on in my hamstrings. And like, I think if you got a cramp in your hamstrings, I think that would be just devastating. Like, once that muscle locks up. Jeff 65 rolling in 61st place. GR is further. He's about half a kilometer back. I'm gonna chat with my friends here. Okay, so same feeling. Okay. Okay. Kyle, ask Neil about the time he and Svard had a drink concession of Flanders. Okay, that could be good. I'm gonna remember the stuff for tomorrow. So remember, folks, if you're watching this now and you want to see what happened earlier, ignore the large image of Colin on screen with the large forehead, with the wrinkles and the up high hair. I had my camera way too big the whole time. Shunnick's commenting here. Super legs tonight, first time win versus Bear Remy. Awesome job. Awesome. That was a huge sprint, Shunnick. I saw like close to 16 watts per kilo at the end there. What about that Javier guy that came back at you guys? That guy did really good too. So tomorrow, Neil's going to tell us all about his drinking session with Svard in Flanders. Svard's the guy with the goats, I believe. Someone said that. I actually told Joey Jojo about this a couple nights ago, and she says, "Who?" I'm like, "Svard! You know Svard!" She has no idea, folks. I think I'm probably stuck in the... Oh, no, we're good here. So we're following Juan 65 now. Further 75 meters back, we got Guidoc. The guy with the weird avatar, Niekstov. We're just going to go with that. Tom Builder. Let's go back to the last rider on the course, folks. Let's all cheer them on. We got RG Navarro here, getting close to the finish. Great job. We lost this character, Roman Herekie, here. I don't think I even saw them today. Sorry about that. Nicholas still powering through. He's just getting over almost the penultimate part of the climb. There's one more little bump and you're done, dude. Priskar, I think this might... Oh, Prisk is still out there. We lost Muhammad. Muhammad was a little underweight too, so I'm okay with that. Harvey Mushman. I think Harvey Mushman is the last on course. 73 people. Obviously, Muhammad's gone and Romaine's gone here, so that puts us down to 71 riders finishing. Should be that. So we're just going to hover on this dude for a while, get him in the spotlight. Harvey Mushman from the UK. Harvey, if you ever see this video or if anyone knows Harvey, tell him to watch it so he can relive his glory. So remember, folks, too, if you want to watch the whole thing, you got to wait for the live chat to come up. So obviously right now, live chat. This is all live. Okay, Stu says he will try to join me tomorrow night, so that's cool. Yeah, I like that. Redeeming yourself on our Sunday race. Didn't you climb enough? Okay, I'm just trying to catch up. Yeah, Bashak, Shunnick, great finish. Awesome. Yeah, as Bashak says here, hamstring cramps are literally worse. Had it twice on Ruby. I remember that happening. Well, you had to stop before the finish. I just get them around the house. I'm like, oh my God. Like, I'm ready to, like, call 911. And then it just goes away. But, yeah... I think Joey Jojo would tell you that I eat horrible. Half the time I walk around the house in a daze. I don't think she knows how hard I abuse myself sometimes down here. But anyways. Yeah, Stu, great job. I mean, Your attack worked. You got away. You said it. So I jumped back and I hovered right on you. So you're there. So again, let me back up again one more time, folks. Smart chat. Once the video is ended, you won't see any of this. You need to wait 8, 12, up to 24 hours. It's up to YouTube. And then it will all be there. So if you want to relive the video, things that you missed, just give it a little bit. Because otherwise you won't know what I'm talking about. Or if you want to see what someone else said, just come back a little bit later. I generally put all these videos now because the live stream videos don't get put in with the other videos. They're locked away in live. So what I'm doing now, and it's constant, folks. There's so much stuff I'm trying to do. Joey's a big part of this. There's an Instagram page. There's a Facebook page. I don't use any of these things. She's like, you got to start using them. I have my Buy Me a Coffee page. I can post stuff on there too. Like on my Buy Me a Coffee page, I can add audio. I can add video clips, posts. I guess if you're going to do it, you got to do all of it. So yeah, if you come back like in an hour, you're just going to see comments after the fact. You want to see the whole live chat, you got to come back later and it will all be there. And then you got to try to figure out how to do it on your device. Like on your phone, I'm going to show you, you got to do this. You got to get your video going. You got to put it in full screen mode. You got to turn your video sideways. Then you got to look over on the side for the thing that looks like a comments icon, but it's a double. That will be the smart chat. Okay, let me just read this thing here too. Yeah, everyone's talking about hamstring cramps. Stu had it in both quads. I've had it in my hamstring. Ruben. Yeah, that's hard to deal with. Hamstring and quads cramps. And that's all got to probably due to electrolytes. Yeah, thanks, Kyle. We will see you tomorrow. Awesome job, dude. Lots of stretching pre-rides. Lots of Gatorade while riding. Energy gel every 30. So, Bashak, I've never used an energy gel in my life. Not one on any of my rides. Joey Jojo has bought me some like electrolyte drinks that I use. I ran out. Actually, I do have a new tub of it. So for a while, I've just been using like, I get her to buy me Big Tang. They're like this big. It's just sugar. And then when I drink that with my reverse osmosis water on top, it just flushes my system right out. So my electrolyte is so imbalanced. I'm really out of it afterwards. And I never stretch. Ever. I shouldn't be saying that proudly, but I am. Penelope's power went out. Oh, yeah. There she says, I'm sat in the dark. I love that, Penelope. I'm sat in the dark. That is such a British thing to say. I'm sat here in the dark, laptop using my phone's hotspot. I do the same thing. We had a water pipe leak above the kitchen. Plumbers just sawing through a pipe. Water was cascading through the spotlights in the kitchen. Power off. Well, you've had a day, Penelope. I love it. Power's back on now. Yep, Stu has a massage gun. Dude, they work. I have one right back behind me. If you look up on the top here, let's see if I can point it out in reverse here. What do I do, folks? I need to look here. It's right up here beside my jersey. I'll move my big head out of the way. It's kind of up here on the top behind this black little thing. That's where it hangs out. I did find another fan. So I'm going to try to set that up at some point. Just going back here again. So we're still hanging out with Harvey Mushman. He's getting through it. He's bombing downhill. Sadly to say, it's going to be a little while till Harvey finishes here. Let's see what we're going to do. If people in the chat hang out, that's great. So Penelope's power's back on. Thanks, Alex. Thanks for doing this with us. Ruben's taken off. See you, Ruben. Thanks for the support, man. Love it. So Penelope, and Penelope too. Penelope decided to become a member today. Guys, there's so many to support. Yeah, I appreciate all of it. I looked at another company today that I'm going to send a message to. Cycling related stuff, cycling gear, based in Canada too. I'm just going to send them. So with the YouTube stuff, you can send them a media kit. It takes your data and you can send it to them in a real snazzy, jazzy format, and they can go, oh yeah, this guy does have viewers, or he does get lots of, hits or impressions or whatever. It's all there for them. Okay, Bashak Jelly's help. I used to drop power on long rides. You could see my power slowly deflating. Yeah, I did reach out to a company next door in Saskatchewan. They do these honey gels. They never responded. Don't expect them to. Stu says, you know how my Garmin said that my exercise routine was overreaching? Just waiting for them to email me with, get off the bike, Stu. Or weird. Yeah, exactly, man. You've been riding so much. Stu, how many kilometers are you putting on per week? Alex is laughing his head off. I'm trying to get my mileage back up. So, Neil, I did nothing different other than last night. I didn't get sleep till 3 a.m., so been tired. Oh, yeah. Yeah, the sleep's going to throw you right off. Well, yeah, for us last night, too. We don't know why. So, Jojo's Corgi is in heat. Tucker's fixed. They were racing around the house last night at 10 after 2 in the morning. I'm talking racing around. Up and down the stairs. Insanity. Little dogs with their little nails all over the floor. Yeah, not my thing, that's for sure. So, yeah, sleep's going to throw you off. My diet's terrible. Not enough energy gels. 0 energy gels. My drinks for my rides are terrible. I think I've had one bad ride where I bonked so bad. One ride I bonked, I was actually with Jill's. I just said, dude, I'm out. I think it was a 90K Ironman, half Ironman. I had to leave that. Probably one of the first handful of rides I did with Jill's too. Way back when. And what was the other one? The other one would be, it's when they introduced that new version of Stelvio. Remember the Umbrail Pass side? There used to be a shorter version and they lengthened it out. I was so dead. I messaged Addison, I need something, bring me anything. I think she brought me a Cliff Bar. They're really hard to eat when you're dying. But yeah, it got me going again. I think I had like a root beer or something, just a flush of sugars. I was able to start catching up with people again and passed a couple before the finish. But I was just toast. Okay. Yeah, still hanging out here, folks. So yeah, great race. Everyone did well. So all we got left on course now, we got Nicholas. Oh, Nicholas broke down too. Wonder if Nicholas is going to get back on here. So Prisk and Harvey are still moving. Nicholas is moving too. So yeah, he just had a quick disconnect here. He's coming to the finish line. Level 10, probably this might be one of his biggest rides on Ruby right here. This might be it. So I'm hoping by tomorrow, folks, I hope Joey's coming home with a care package for me of my new goodies. I will have a proper light now. It's also a light that's going to let me do some mobile stuff. Because, Jojo likes her vacations. I think we're off to Vegas on October 19th. So I'm already trying to figure out ways how I'm going to do this from there. I may have to do it slightly different. I don't think I'll be able to stream from there. But I think I'm going to be able to capture on the capture card like I used to, but have a live camera going at the same time. Yeah, of course I can do that. Yes, I think I can figure this out. Yeah, I think I can figure it out. I may have to just capture myself talking on camera, splice it into the video editor, and then sync it up with the race as it happened. That's probably the best way to do it. I think we're going from the 19th to the 26th, so Joey Jojo likes to go and blow tons of cash. Never wins any, but that's okay. So, there's that. So after this, I think, okay, what do we got going on here? Spa time, Neil, time to relax. Yeah, you know what? I got the hot tub tweaked up, so I'm probably going to be in mine tonight. Bashak's taking off. Thanks for watching, Bashak. Stu, have you ever tried Tailwind? I've been using it for about 6 years. Energy-based with electrolytes and powdered plant-based. Sport tested. Dude, I'll look it up. I'm going to look it up online after this and see if it's available around here. I like to try things out, and I will try them out, as long as I don't got to pay, like, triple the cost because I got to ship it from overseas. Neil, thanks again, and catch you tomorrow. Just going to jump. Limp to the shower, exactly. Okay, guys, awesome stuff. I think someone just finished up on course here. Yeah, they did. So all we got left is Harvey and Prisk. Prisk is still currently 6 kilometers out. Harvey is 9 kilometers out in 73rd place, but we've lost Romain ahead of us. So it looks like about 71 finishers. So what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to shut it down right here. I've been talking a lot today. I love it. It's all great. Thanks for the support. Thanks for new members. Penelope, thank you very much. Sorry that your power went out, but now you're going to have fiber optic internet. You're not going to have any more water leaks. You and Isha won't be getting wet at home from all that water cascading through your head as you are sat in the dark. So folks, I'm going to end the stream, and what am I going to do next? Well, I might sit down and record a podcast, so let's power through, folks. Let's get it, riders. See you all again real soon. Catch you later.